Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Vikings coming in at 3-4, going up against the Cowboys, who come in at 7-0. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are indeed at the beautiful state-of-the-art U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be like the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
To me, the best part of Teddy Bridgewater's game is his decision-making. Very smart, loves to watch the game, loves to analyze it, and he does it so well, he takes care of the football and keeps his team in good spots.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. First down, Bridgewater. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a Minnesota first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They run again on first down, Peterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defense in the backfield to make the play.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Here's the offense. And when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I'd never bet against him.
Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. A play fake to Peterson. Now Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the veteran Michael Kanan to punt it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. One man in the backfield, Elliott. The tight end changing his position. He'll get the football here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Cuts it out here, left sideline. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 96 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Such a solid defensive effort a week ago, and they'll be looking to carry that forward into this one.
And confidence grows. Every time you have a great performance, you think the next one's going to be even better. That's where this defense is today.
Bridgewater gives to Peterson on the draw. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Let's go. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got him, and it's right. Oh, another spin.
Hard to line him up when he does that.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Bridgewater, the left side caught by Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the big tight end shifting around. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys...
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there you go. Tony Romo to Des Bryant. That often serves as an electrical charge for their offense.
And a warning to the defense, beware.
Yeah, that's the first one of the day. You have to figure there's plenty more to come.
This is Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. See if they stay on the ground for second down. To throw on second down is Romo. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Always got some breathing room. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Let's go!
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
To throw is Romo. Bryant with a catch right side. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 7-6 our score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. 5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you've got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they try it out here for this series.
Yeah, right now, the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it? So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's one the defender will hear about later from his teammates. He's got the quarterback in his grasp, but lets him break the tackle.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Peterson alone in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball.
And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's right. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
And we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. And he's got it up and through. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And there's a flag on the play.
Return team. Automatic 1st down.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get it running right. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Little motion now from the tight end. They go to Elliott again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. 7 yards remaining here on third down. They fake the give to Elliott. Now Romo. Finding Alfred Morris, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running with Elliott. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one.
Touchdown, Vikings! Michael Crabtree, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Bryant has it. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dez Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right, good. We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Now Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They run again with Peterson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Here's Bridgewater. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. A gain of 11 and a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Bridgewater on first down. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make the... a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Pruitt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York taking...
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
First down, Bridgewater. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. second down, Bridgewater again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So on fourth down, the Vikings send out Blair Walsh to try the field goal here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Whitehead, the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Lucky Whitehead is intended target. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They are going for it. It's Romo. He's got time. He's going to go up top again. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out? Because we had an even half.
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Final play of the half. Bridgewater finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Vikings secondary has had trouble slowing down the passing game. The Cowboys, though, should be credited because they showed last week they can pass the ball very well. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Cowboys on 2nd and 7. Elliott's going to run off the left side, and he's going for the 96-yard touchdown. They go up by 6. Now midway through the first, coverage breaks down here, and it leads to a touchdown. They go up by 1. We go to the second quarter. Elliott's going to head outside to the right. This run caps off the drive with a score. Cowboys go up by 6. Vikings have it on 2nd and 5. The catch will be made in double coverage, and this play goes for a score. They go up by 1. Vikings have the football midway through the second. Crabtree's got the reception, and this play will go for 6, which takes the lead to 8. 2nd and 2 coming up. The catch is made after a quick pass, and he's gone as he sprints to the end zone. The Cowboys tied up at 21. Vikings have it late in the second. From the Ville, Teddy Bridgewater squeezing the pass in here and ends up working for a touchdown. Staying late in the second. Vikings up by a touchdown. And he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Vikings up now by 7. Still a little time left on the clock. The catch will be made deep down the field, and this will go as a touchdown.
All right, thank you, Larry. Plenty of intrigue to come. A 1-point game as we get set for half 2. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Romo now to throw it. He's got time in the pocket. Bryant with a catch right side. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Tony Romo on first down. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A first down carry by Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just...
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Sean Lee coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Peterson. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense. as he shuffles onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case,
well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing on third down, Romo. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to go for it. It's Romo. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
And another reception by Jason Witten. All reliable for Tony Romo. You know what they say, partner? Once you get your first 1,000 catches, it's all gravy after that.
Yeah, one of 2 tight ends. He and Tony Gonzalez in the 1,000-catch club in the tight end department. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he loses the football a second time. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Third and long here. It's Romo surveying the field. This is caught inside the 15. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alfred Morris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well. So
they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Again, Peterson. And there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense. Still second down.
Second down, Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's taken to the 26. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Now Prescott, buying time to his left. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. And we return welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They come out here in the eye. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I have to tell you, this play call surprised me a bit here on 4th down. This isn't 4th and 1. They need a few yards here. But it's the element of surprise to give it to the fullback that I think ultimately is what's going to get them the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Yet again, here's a wildcat look.
Here we go.
And some room to run now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go. What? None. What? None.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. It's a gain of 15 that time. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Here's Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Wide open receiver complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go.
Desperation time. 4th down, Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Room here to run. Picked off, Byron Jones.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open.
And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Romo now to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he's got Hireman. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. In the red zone this time. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He's going to get the football. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Toss left to Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He loses 4. And it brings...
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Here we go. What? None. What? None. What's hot?
All right, partner, as a defender, how do you feel about a game like this with all these points?
I'm not happy. This is not the football I like to see. But for teams who know how to put points on the board, today was a textbook example. The winning team sprinting right from the beginning.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.